I'm actually going to show you how to create an admin workflow. Okay, now you can see here, this is actually my HighLevel agency account. If you're unfamiliar with my program, I have combined, I am basically a software reseller, and I've combined several different companies into one program so that you can benefit from the massive discounts, okay, on the software. If you go to myvisionagency.com, you'll see that we're actually using the HighLevel tools. My program is housed within HighLevel. Okay, those are the tools that I'm going to show you today. But I have additional tools. Okay, so I've partnered with HighLevel to have the ability to resell their tools. Okay, so me as the agency owner, I have the HighLevel account, so you can actually become a member of my HighLevel agency as the beginner plan. Okay, now I have other additional benefits like white label content. You actually get like 10 done for you pre-built white label courses loaded into your account, along with my email list cleaner, power dialer. You also get 950 done for you emails and access to my noisy network, as well as we do have a support team, and I do live training Monday through Friday. On Friday you can join me in the Q&A. Okay, so the business plan, though, it includes tier 5 tools. Okay, tier 5 is another software company that I have partnered with to have the ability to resell their tools, so I've put it together in a package here. In addition, you do have also the professional plan that includes the HighLevel tools, as well as the tier 5 tools, and the tier 5 software, and the Genius Messenger CRM, which is another company that I've partnered with. Okay, if you would like to be a software reseller, you can actually resell HighLevel here. There's some instructions here. These are my affiliate links. I do offer you a free membership inside of my Vision Agency, so that you can access all the benefits and resources and things that I have available for you, as well as you can join the tier 5 if you want to resell their tools, or the Genius Messenger. Okay, so you choose. Do you want to be a member or a reseller? Okay, so that's basically how I have everything structured. But you can imagine, with over 40 tools, if someone cancels an account, or they want to sign up for an account, because it's great to have automations, but you also need to have an alternative, which is a manual account creation or cancellation, because there's always going to be little things that happen. Maybe an automation didn't work correctly and you need to manually create things, or you hire a team to help you, or you're trying to train a VA. You need to make sure that your system is easy to train someone on, okay, regardless of their experience. So that's what I'm going to show you today, how to actually have an admin page. Okay, now you'll see here in my HighLevel agency, I have a tab here, and this is my admin tab. Okay, so if you have access to my HighLevel agency account, you have the ability to access my admin page. That's the only way that you can access. Okay, now if you are a HighLevel agency owner and you want to create an admin page for your agency as well, all you need to do, and I'm going to show you this today, right? So we're just going to create a simple web page, and then we're going to go to the settings tab here, and then you'll see that you can actually, I have this screenshot here so I don't expose all my links, but once you click that settings tab, you'll go to custom menu link, and then you can add, just click create new link, and then you'll actually be able to add a tab over to your dashboard like I have here. Okay, so these are all of the tabs that I've added in addition to the standard HighLevel agency tabs, which are the ideas and above. Okay, so this is a really great way, aside from colors and things like that, of customizing your dashboard, because each dashboard can be customized for their specific clients, right? Not every HighLevel account is going to include tier 5 tools or Genius Messenger or Noisy Network or an affiliate program, right? So that is how I've customized my agency. All right, and this is actually really easy to create. Like I said, we're just creating a simple web page, so even if you're not a HighLevel agency owner, you can still utilize this in your business. Okay, you just want to make sure that that all of your, that you have a web page, within your website or something like that, that has access to all of these things. Okay. So, what we're going to do is we're actually going to start with the workflows. And remember, last week and this week, we're talking about workflows and automation. And we talked about, setting up a sales pipeline and how you can trigger different things with tags to happen, right? So, if you have a workflow that's designed for your free trial and your business plan and beginner plan and professional plan, okay, that's usually already set, okay? So, what we can do, there's a couple different ways. You can actually duplicate this and have a totally separate workflow for like canceling the beginner plan or manually creating it. Within mine, I actually have totally separate workflows because I want to, stay clear and organized since I have so many tools. But just keeping a standard setup like this, I'm going to show you really how easy this is, okay? So I'm going to go to sites and I'm going to go to forms, all right? So I'm actually just going to create some really simple forms just to start building out my page, okay? So you need a new form for each of the actions that you want it to complete, okay? Now, what's really cool, since this is all built inside of a big CRM, that email address that gets entered, that's what's it's going to update the profile, the accounts, all of these things, right? Whatever you have in your workflow, this is what you're going to be able to do, okay? So we have a workflow for the trial plan, okay? But let's create now a workflow to manually create the trial plan, okay? So I'm going to click here, and I'm actually just going to give this a name. This is one of the most important things that you can do so that you can stay organized. So I'm going to say trial plan, and then let's just put create. Okay, and I'm going to put that big so that I can see when I am looking at all my list. Okay, and here's a little tip too. Because your list of forms is all alphabetized, you can actually, if you put the same letter here, it helps you, stay organized as well. So some people will put like a 1, or some people will put like 1.1, or you can even do like the letter A or something and put like parentheses around it, or whatever you want to do, right? For the sake of this training, we'll just do 1.1. Okay, so we'll create the trial plan. Okay. Now, once this is submitted, remember, this is actually going in our admin page. So with the forms, you have the ability to send to a different URL, or you can actually create a message. So what I like to do is just create a confirmation message, okay? So I'm going to say here, trial plan created. Okay, so as soon as I submit this form, instead of routing to another page, since it's my admin page, it's just going to say trial plan created. Or actually, right now it says trail plan because I can't spell. So we'll say trial plan created. Okay, now, of course, we need fields in this, but this is really simple. We don't want to overcomplicate it because, if we put like name and email and, first name, if we did all of that, not only does that take more time, but their account, the way that it's recognized is by the email address. So maybe they have multiple emails, maybe in our contact, or maybe they created a plan with something totally different. I want to make sure that whatever email of the account that they are canceling, that is the one that we are canceling the trial for them. Okay. So the way that I organize all of my leads and accounts and everything is by the email address. All right. So I'm just going to put email here. Now you can type out if you want to. Let's see, enter the email address of the trial plan you want to create. Okay. And then, of course, we need a button here, right? So if you don't have a button, it'll actually default to a button, and it's really ugly, but I like my button to be consistent. I also like it to tell me exactly what it is here, because that is, like, you're not going to see the title of the form when it's on the admin page, but you will see this section here and the button, okay? So I'm just going to copy this button. I'm going to click here, and then I'm going to override where it says button. Oops. Where it says button. And then I'm going to paste that there. And then I want my button to be full width. And you can do some like really special decorating. You can see my form is very basic because I'm more into functionality than trying to make it pretty. But eventually, once I get a good workflow and I feel like this is a good system for me, then I take the time to make it pretty. Okay. So this is my trial create plan, and I have a form now. Okay, so this is my form. Since this is the same basic structure that I want to use, I'm just going to duplicate this. Okay, so I'm going to go to my form here, and you can see since we did 1.1 trial plan create, that is at the top here. Okay, so let's go ahead and copy this, and we're just going to, instead of create, let's do cancel. Okay, cancel. And we want to add our location. So I have lots of locations, but we'll say my actual location. Oops, no, we're in the demo account here. So I need to put demo and copy. I do want to say hello to Terry and Floyd and Linwood and Maria. Thank you so much for joining me. Okay, so I'm going to click here now. This is my trial plan to cancel. Okay, but remember we need to edit this just a little bit and make sure that we have everything labeled correctly. So I'm going to just copy this. I'm going to go to my button here. I'm going to paste that. It says enter the email address of the trial plan you want to create. So we want to make that say cancel. And if you like to, you want to make this big letters, maybe that'll help you as well. Whatever you, this is why I love to have options, because it's whatever you need to be able to stay organized. Okay. So, this is good here. And of course we have that, submit, or that trial plan created. We want to change that to canceled. Oops. Okay, so we just delete that. Okay, so now we have our on submit message, and we're going to go ahead and save. Okay. Now, we need to go ahead and create a couple more forms, right? Because really, if we have sorry, I can't talk. If we have 4 plans, we need to create 8 workflows, because we need to create the plan and we need to cancel the plan. Okay, those are the things that need to be, that we need workflows for. All right, so I'm actually just going to copy this here, and let's just put here. This is actually going to be the beginner plan. Beginner. And we could even put like 1.2 if we want to. And we're going to copy this into the demo account. So I'm going to hit copy. All right. And then let's refresh. So our form appears. The most time consuming part is the workflows, but you're going to see once we get these forms created how awesome this is. Okay, so we are going to, and just to speed this up, instead of being very specific on the forms, I'm just going to, so let's change this to beginner plan canceled, and let's change the message here to say plan canceled. Okay, that way when we duplicate, it's not going to say, beginner plan or whatever it is. Okay, but we do want to say specifically what it is here. That way we can keep track once we embed it onto our form. Okay. Please enter the email of the plan you want to cancel. All right, so we have this kind of fairly universal. So let's go back here. So now we have the beginner plan canceled. Now where did our other form go? If you're looking for forms, you can also do this. Just type in, because I thought I created that already. But let's go ahead and just delete this. And let's just duplicate this here. So we're just going to copy, and we're going to say, instead of cancel, it's going to be create. And we want to add this to the demo account. So I'll click demo and copy. Okay. And let's just say that we've gone through that and made it exactly how we want. Let's go ahead and create just a few more forms, because remember, we got to do this for each plan. So we have the business plan cancel. And we'll put that there, and let's just keep it the same numbers. And now we need business plan create. So I'm just going to copy beginner plan. So we'll just say business plan create. And we're going to copy this to the correct account. So we'll say demo and copy. And then now we need, let's see, we need professional plan. 2 more. So we have professional plan create. And we're going to choose our demo account and demo and copy. And now we just have one more left, and that is the professional plan cancel. So I'm going to just copy this one here. And we'll type in professional. And let's copy to our demo account. Demo and copy. Okay, so now we have actually 8 forms, okay? So what we're trying to do is we're trying to build out our automation so that all we need to do is paste the form, just like you see here. All I want to do is either click a button to expose the form, or I want to just manually paste in the form and click create, and then I want it to trigger all of the automations, okay? This is what's going to make it so easy. So if I'm hiring a VA or it's just me doing this, I can just come in here, paste the email. It does all that for me. I don't need to go through and update the profile and, revoke access to the membership area and then remove the tags. I don't need to do that for every single account because it's going to trigger when I add the email here, whether I'm creating the account or I'm canceling the account. Okay. So let's go back here now. Let's go to our automations, and you can see that we actually have some already created. Okay, so these would be the account creation. Okay, so if this is my free trial account creation, I could come back here and I could duplicate. Okay, so I could just click here and then duplicate the entire workflow and then have it start with my form. Or I could come here, and you have to, the way that you choose to do this depends on your workflow and how it's all set up. Okay, so what you could, if this is going to do the same actions, you could just add an additional trigger and choose your form. Okay, so if I wanted this same workflow to trigger every single time I added this tag or someone filled out this specific form, which I could find over here, form submitted, I could just choose that form and that we just created. So maybe if this was trial, I could look for the trial plan create. Okay, so that is one method. However, you probably want to create a separate workflow because that is going to help you stay better organized, and also it will help you like update your opportunity and things like that. Okay, so having said that, I just wanted to tell you that there are multiple options. So we have the free trial here, and again, this could be the cancel, or we could add the form to create. Okay, but let's just pretend these are exactly what we want to do for the account creation. I'm just going to add the form here. Okay, so account creation, we're just going to go to form is, select form is, and then we're going to choose trial plan create and save trigger, and we are going to save. Okay, so now what this is telling it is every time we add the free trial tag or we fill out the trial plan create, that is going to trigger a free trial creation. Okay, so what I want to do now is I want to go to the beginner plan and I want to add the form there as well. Okay, because it's really the same process. We're just creating the plan. Okay, this is what's triggering our beginner plan to create. So I'm going to choose beginner plan and then I'm going to save. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and confirm that. All right, then we want to do the rest with the other ones. But what we want to do to cancel, and this is what I like to do, okay? I want to duplicate the free trial, and then I'm going to add cancel and create. Now, like I showed yesterday, you want to definitely have all of these workflows, right? So we're building out our sales pipeline. We're kind of working in reverse. Once we build out the pipeline, we want to, understand what our workflow needs to have done. And then we're going to start automating piece by piece, right? We're going to start building out our automations according to whatever we're realizing we need done repetitively, okay? But once you get that created, what you want to do is duplicate that, okay, like we just did here. here, and then you want to reverse engineer it. Okay, so if I am adding a tag here, maybe I want to remove that same tag. Okay, so I want to remove the contact tag, and maybe I want to add a new tag. Okay, so this is free trial. So I want to remove the free trial tag. Okay, and then I want to add a new tag that says like canceled. Let's see if we have one in this account. So let's say free trial canceled. And that way, when I look at my profile and a specific person's profile, I can see that they had a free trial at one time and then they canceled it. Okay, so maybe I want to add a new tag there. Okay, now here we're creating an opportunity. So maybe I want to create a step that removes the opportunity. Okay, so I'm going to delete this. But this does help me, if you're a person who doesn't like to take the time to create mind maps or something, this is kind of a way that you can eliminate that step, because once you get your account creation, you get all of that tested, everything is working perfectly, then you're just duplicating and then reversing all the steps. Okay. So what I want to do here is delete the opportunity creation, and then I want to actually remove an opportunity. Okay, so I'm removing now, let's say it's in this pipeline here, or yeah. And so we're removing. Okay, so for example here, when we are creating the free trial, we are granting the membership access. But what we want to do now, since we're canceling, is we want to revoke the membership access. Okay, so I'm going to go now to revoke, and we're going to choose that same one, and we're going to choose save. And then now I want to remove this step here. Okay, so I'm literally just duplicating, and we'll go ahead and do this. Okay. All right, so this is the basic process. Okay, now we can also eliminate this. All right, so let's say this is good. Now we have this cancellation, right? We have the form. This is how you're going to set up all of those automations. All right, so like I said, you can start with a tag or you can start with the form. It just depends on however the rest of your workflow is created. All right, so this workflow will trigger based on either of these actions. All right, so that's what's really cool. Once you get it built out, then when you create your admin page, you're really, in most cases, just adding the additional trigger to have the same workflow created. Okay, so let's say we're going to go ahead and publish that. All right, so that's the process of all of your workflows and creating the forms and all of that to trigger the different workflows. Okay, so now let's go to the sites page and let's actually create our admin page. Okay, now you could go to a website that you already have. Okay, so let's say that this is our website and we want to create an admin page. Okay, now I highly suggest not putting it in your website. You don't really want it to be a public domain. You could have just like, for example, I have a funnel that is unpublished and it is the side panel things, right? So all the pages that I build out here, like this one, for example, that shows the tier 5 tools and all the videos, that's just a simple HighLevel page that I've embedded, just like I showed you when I first started the training. Genius Messenger CRM, same thing here, right? We also, the Noisy, I've added that here. So all of the tools, even though I have separate tools coming from other companies, I am still housing them in my HighLevel account because I need to have one place to have everyone there. And that also helps me with my automations because it eliminates the things I need to give access to, right? So it doesn't matter if you want the HighLevel tools, if you're in the professional plan and you're already a HighLevel agency owner, you still will have access to this because this is where you're going to access all of your tier 5 tools and the training and the affiliate program and all these things, right? So this is how I've been able to structure it. And it's really mainly because we are able to add these additional tabs here. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's do just what I was saying. We're going to just create a funnel, okay? And we're just going to call this, like we can call this side panel like I do, or you can call it whatever you want to. But within this funnel, these are the things that I'm going to create here on my pages, right? And tomorrow I'm going to show you about the affiliates tab, because the affiliate, you need some legal things like, a W-8 form, and you need to have like some tax documents, and you need to have a way for them to upload things. So I'm going to talk more about how to create the affiliate page there. But here, we're just going to create our admin. Okay, our admin page. So this is what I'm going to call it. I'm just going to call it admin. And side note, if you're unfamiliar, we do have the ability to import ClickFunnels websites. So if you have an admin page or something like that that you do want to import, you can easily do that here by adding the link. Okay, but I'm just going to create this from scratch. So I'm going to click create the funnel step. Okay. Now, again, I could use an example that I already have, or I could just create from blank. So since most of you don't have an admin page, I'm guessing I'm just going to create this from blank. Okay. So you could use a funnel, or you could use a website, up to you. You could use a brand new website that has nothing connected, or you could add a page to your website, however you want to. It's really irrelevant. What you need to do, the important thing is to just add a blank page. Okay. So we're going to pull in a panel here, and I'm going to go ahead and add a row. So we have 4 plans, so I'm just going to add 4 columns here. Okay. Now, before I start duplicating, I want to definitely get the structure how I want it, right? So I definitely want to add a title up here. So I'm going to go to, let's just add a column, and let's add some text here. And this one is going to be account creation. Okay, because I want to make it simple for me to follow. All right. And then I'm just simply going to start adding forms. Okay, this is why what we added, why when we created all the forms, why we did that first. Okay, so let's start with the trial plan create. Okay, now let's go add another form. And this time we're going to choose a beginner plan create. Okay, and then we're going to choose business plan create. So as it pops that up here. So we have business, oops, I chose business plan. So we need to swap that out. Business plan create. And now we're going to choose another form here, and we're going to drag it in. And now we're going to choose professional plan create. Okay, so you can also see why I give it those titles, because it makes it so much easier when you come to this point, right? So we actually didn't swap out. The reason these say cancel is because we didn't swap out the title on the button. And that's also why I was telling you that I love to give the title a button. I love to give a little bit of description up here. But even if you don't add the description up here, just adding what it actually is on the button just makes it a lot easier to keep track, right? And I certainly don't want to cancel someone's account by mistake, right? I want to make sure that I see clearly that these are the account creation, and then these down here will be the account cancellation. Okay, so I can just duplicate this now, and then we can just add cancellation. Okay. And then here, I just want to change these forms, right? So this is going to be, let me go, sometimes that takes a minute. So this is going to be trial plan cancel, okay? And then this one is going to be, let me do those here. Let's see, beginner plan cancel. And then we want to change this here. So it's going to be business plan. Let's do, oops. Business plan cancel. And then this one here is going to be professional plan cancel. Okay, so having them in the same order with the account creation and the account cancellation, that definitely helps as well. Okay, so you can see here now we have this really cool admin page. Okay, so if someone cancels, all we need to do is just paste in their email address here. Okay, now if we look at what this actually looks like, you see that it's actually a pretty decent page. I mean, it's not ugly, really. It's pretty basic, but it looks kind of like an admin page, right? So what you want to do is you just want to take this link here. Okay, now it's not like connected to a domain. It's actually the preview link. It's really hard for someone to actually guess what the link is. And then you want to go to, that's going to be your admin page. Okay, so no matter no matter what's going on, maybe you're training someone or whatever, even if they don't have access to your high level agency account, you can give them this page and they will be able to manage the account cancellations and all of that without actually accessing your agency. Okay. So that's a really cool thing. But of course, you want to make sure that you trust the person that you're giving this to, because they could do a lot of damage. Okay. But I do like to have it inside of my agency. So, like I was saying, if you want to add the link to your main agency dashboard, all you need to do is go to the settings tab. Now that we have the page created and the link created, and you just want to go down to custom link, and then you can click create new and then paste the link there. You can choose a little icon. You can give it a title. The title is what's going to show up on your side panel there. And then you just paste the link. You can choose to open it in a new tab or open it in an iframe. You can also choose to have it only accessible and showing up to the agency account or specific accounts or all accounts. And you can choose to, like I was saying, show to all the accounts or just some of them. Okay. If you need to delete them, you can do that or edit that. You can do the little pencil there. Okay. So it's really simple. As soon as you click create new, it's very easy. Okay. So this is the quick and dirty rundown of how you can create your admin page. And you can see there's lots of fancy things you can do. You can also create a sort of SOP or use a lot of the links that you use a lot. For example, I'm frequently accessing my high level affiliate page because I need to see, when people upgrade, when they downgrade, when they cancel, because that determines the access they have. Same with tier 5, constantly accessing the software and extensions of my Zapier account. So these are all my frequently used links. Okay, so I've just added them here. Like I was saying, you could create like an SOP with this as well and say, if a person cancels, click here, right? Because I need to also, I have some manual actions like inviting to noisy or removing noisy access. I can't do that automatically yet. So I wanted to just add a few easy steps here so that if I'm training someone, hey, every time we get a new account, you need to send them a manual invite to noisy, or every time we need to remove access, you just click here. Okay. So it just makes things a lot more simple. And since I use Pabbly subscription billing for my affiliate management system, I also would then need to cancel their Pabbly subscription, right? So I have multiple different steps, and I'm able to easily streamline that process just by having my own admin page. Okay. So super, super helpful. Let's see. I see Maria says good vibes. Yay. Don says that's cool. So you access that just within your agency account. Yes. And you can actually, for example, in my actual account that I use, I have too many tabs, and I had too many options here, and it made the little scrolly bar that's like the iframe, which I hate. So I actually removed it from my main account because I hate. But yes, you can give access to, so say that you're using a sub account to manage your agency and you wanted this admin page to be available on that sub account and your agency account, you can choose that in the settings tab when you're setting all of that up here. You can choose that here. So like you can see that I have some of them available to my actual account, to the agency account, or some just available to the agency account only. I see someone on Facebook says, thanks for the great info. You're so, so welcome. Okay, guys, if you don't have any other questions, that's really all I had for you today. Again, if you're not a member yet, you want to become a member of High Level within my agency and use the tools, or you want to become a High Level agency owner yourself, you can go to the plans page, myvisionagency.com. You can see all the options. Here's for the membership. Here is for the reseller opportunity. And you can see my bonuses and things depending on whatever you want to resell. Okay. So thank you so, so much for your time. I will see you all tomorrow. Same time, same place. Go make your vision a reality. Bye.